The next one is confidentiality policy. So document control page along with document ID, related documents, confidentiality statement. These are the table of contents. So as soon as an employee joins any organization, there are sensitive information like trade secrets, we have source code, intellectual property. Employee should take care of this, and it must be handled in a way to preserve its confidentiality. Employee should not disclose these information to outside or to competitors. So this policy deals with how employee should handle such confidential information of a company. So these are the roles and responsibilities. Some more details here onto the roles. Employees, contractors or vendors handling confidential information securely. They report the breaches and adhere to access controls. The BU heads or project managers, policy enforcement. So they ensure that the policy is being followed under employees under their supervision. Resource provision, monitoring compliance. The CISO or security team, they audit this policy, and they also do encryption and monitoring of the systems. So this is done mainly by IT team who are handling servers and other stuff. HR team will see overall implementation and enforcement of this policy. Scope, this applies to all departments, employees, contractors, also third-party service. Confidential information. So here we have a definition of what is actually confidential information. So it could be trade secrets, intellectual property, company financial data, customer and client information, employee records, including employee contact number, medical information, or employee address. So these is termed as a confidential information. Employee should not share to any other company or any other individual. So identifying the confidential information, then how to handle confidential information. So access should be granted on need-to-know basis. Safeguarding and storage, so it should be securely stored. Encryption should be done, and we use secure networks and communication channels. Access control. For access control, we have separation of duties or segregation of duties. It should follow principle of least privilege, user access management, and data protection measures. It should be properly encrypted with industry-recognized encryption algorithm. System files. So secure system files and configuration to prevent unauthorized modification. And physical and environment security. So like we have, so there might be some secure areas like server room, offices, and storage. So we already discussed we have some sensitive physical rooms. Example, we have a small lab or data center, which is a sensitive area 1, and sensitive area 2 is HR department with all sensitive physical documents. So these are two critical sensitive area for our SOC2 scope. The next is operations security. So operational procedures, so data handling, backups and maintenance, malware protection, ensuring the antivirus is updated and running. For logging and monitoring, monitor logs for security incidents, and apply regular patches. As a part of communication security, ensuring network security, following network segmentation, firewalls, intrusion detection and prevention systems, information transfer. So it should be encrypted and then sent over emails or other parties like HTTPS. It's incident management, disclosure and sharing. So if we share any sensitive data outside the company, they should sign an NDA. Remote access and teleworking. So employees who access or handle confidential information of company on remote places, so they should follow a secure mechanism, like they should first connect to VPN, which is protected by multi-factor authentication, and then can access the system. They also ensure that they have a safe device with them. So next one is confidentiality agreements. So as a prerequisite for employment, all employees are mandated to sign this confidentiality agreement. So this is a legal binding. So this binds the employee does not share any kind of sensitive information of company or any trade secret to its competitors or individual person. Third-party agreements, we should sign an NDA or similar legal binding agreements with third parties. So any breach of confidentiality, it should be reported. So employees are required to immediately report any suspected or known breaches of confidentiality. So they can report it to their immediate supervisor or manager or to security team. Then once they report it, security team will do the next steps. Now this is on to confidentiality policy. The other things here are generic, like employees should be provided training on this confidentiality policy when they join any organization, or it should be done at least once in a year. Compliance and monitoring. And this would be then escalation metrics. If an employee needs any exception to this policy, they can follow this policy exception form. Policy reviews and updates. So this should be at least reviewed once in a year. And its conclusion. So that's it on to confidentiality policy. So if you have any feedbacks on this policy, kindly comment down. Thank you.